water, and I should be all good. Okay. Just need to get my headphones in. That out. Hey, how's going on, me gang? We got 30 seconds left in the ad break on Twitch, and YouTube obviously doesn't have any ads. YouTube's always fine without any of those. Let's see. There's a walking lure. I think, yep, we're posted on X. Why do they actually say that? I mean Twitter, Blue Sky, and yeah, let's see, connect to the TikTok chat, and I'm all good. Awesome. So it's been a little while since we've last been live. I just need to get rid of that, and yeah, we are gonna be shiny hunting, obviously, as you can tell, for Deoxys as well as Charmander with Pokemon FireRed today. We're doing my first ever dual hunt in the same game, because we did a little bit of Deoxys and Jirachi at one point, but I only got 14 encounters done in the entire 3 hours that I was doing Deoxys. So, I mean, I don't know if I can really count that as dual hunting, but today I'm gonna move on over to the scene here. We got things set up pretty nicely. Since it's the Switch, you can actually see the screen a lot better than it was with the Game Boy Advance. And yeah, we got 2 games of FireRed. Although this one needs to be restarted. Well, not restarted, completely started from fresh. So we're actually gonna get rid of the music there, and we're gonna go ahead and hop in, and we're gonna get a quick little encounter done on Deoxys. See if we can get some first try luck. So we got everything all set up to have Deoxys and Charmander there for the encounters. I saved all the encounters that I did for Jirachi. Not that it was many, it was only like 16 or 14. But no first try luck. We listen to that banger like almost every single time. I am gonna switch the music. Okay, that's a little bit of a banger there. I just want to get through here so we can actually start, and I'm gonna try to set this up so I can have both of the controllers in my lap without them falling down, since I have the one on Game Boy player obviously on my GameCube, and then I have the Switch edition, which honestly not bad. 20 bucks is way cheaper than it would have been to try and get a second cartridge. Way cheaper. I just kind of wish this cord wasn't so messed up. Very, very tangled. Soft reset, and I'm just gonna kind of try and do this as much as I can while going through the motions of this whole intro here. Okay, honestly, this is a little bit difficult. But I think I can manage. Honestly, I'll probably get the hang of it. Not a shiny for that one. My name is also going to be Omni. Oh. Ah, it's Y that I want to press there. Okay. Alright. That should be good. Encounter number 3 of the day. guess we already started naming him, I guess. Let's name him Blue. That's a regular Deoxys again. And there we go. You should be able to get through the rest of this very fast here. Okay, next encounter for Deoxys. Hopefully it's not going to be too much longer until we get our next encounter. Or I guess our first encounter anyways for Charmander. There's another regular Deoxys there. Do we need to talk to our mom? Yeah, makes sense. This is running on YouTube. I think that's probably the first time I've seen that actually happen. I wonder if I can mute that separately and sit there out on. Actually, I don't know if I did that for Twitch at all. I don't know. Regular Deoxys? It's been a little while since my last stream, because the last little bit's been like really chaotic. Honestly, at IRL, there's been too much stuff going on. It's not been chill. But things are all good, and I've had it, like, honestly, a good little point where I got like no stress on my hands at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good. So obviously, yeah, I wanted to get back into live stream, but I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to actually go pinball or actually start doing some more shiny hunting. And honestly, the thing that got me back into wanting to start streaming again was watching other live streams. Earlier today, watching a bit of, oh god, why am I blanking on who I watched? Poseidon was like the last person I watched with the Root Master, but I walked away and came back with some food, and he wasn't live anymore. He raided to Denna. I watched him for a few minutes before I started getting ready to live stream myself, but oh man, I think no, it wasn't Nora. Nora's sick today. Honestly, I can't remember who it was. It doesn't really matter, but I was watching some streams, and yeah, it's been about a week or two since my last live stream. And we're going to be locking in this month, in March. I'm probably going to be starting to do multiple live streams a day. I'll probably like take some breaks to walk Ruby and all of that, and obviously make sure she does her business. But honestly, the way I like to do my live streams is I like to stick to like doing one thing per live stream. And if it goes good, you know what? Great, I'll probably stick for a few hours. But obviously, most people get tired after doing something after a few hours, and I'm the kind of guy that really get tired of doing the same thing over and over again, like repeatedly. So shiny hunting, it's gonna be a little bit of a test of my patience today, but because it's 2 hunts at the same time, I feel like it should be a little bit easier. But yeah, I honestly might want to start doing like breaks, so in between I can choose to come back later on after a walk with the dog and do some like different game or whatever. So that way every single live stream is like all nice, like I guess organized for the VODs. Splitting them up, I mean, that's too much work. But yeah, we're ready to do our first encounter of Charmander. Let's do this. We also need to do the settings as well on the Switch version. We haven't really done that yet. You can tell by the slow text speed. But there we go. Our first encounter for Charmander has been added. we'll get off of that Deoxys. I do not want to see that thing on my screen. It's regular, plain, boring. And this one, this Charmander, is regular. Go figure. Look at that, how fast and easy that software set was. Just all 4 buttons at the same time. So much more convenient than GameCube controls. So much more convenient. At least this one, there's a lot less, you know, text boxes that I have to mash through. Oh crap, I forgot to save. Whoops. That's my bad. I really, like I said, need to learn to lock in a little bit for this dual hunt, and that was like the worst possible thing I could have done to show that I wasn't logged in. Okay, let's do this. Real quick, get through this. Regular Nidoran. I wonder if that can be shiny. Honestly, I know a few of the intro Pokemon can be shiny. I don't know if the Nidoran can though. Name. Whoops. I guess it's a second behind on the GoPro, so. On. Input was just delayed. One moment there. The rest of that was fine. Okay. Did the thing again. That's regular Deoxys. And I need to name him. I'll be nice this time. I guess I'll give you actually, you know, properly capitalized name. You're the only other person in the entire region like that. That's usually how I did it anyways as a kid, you know, naming my rival, naming myself after like the age of, I want to say 7 or 8, because I really started getting into writing those. I got pretty intense when it came to making sure I did all my grammar and all my punctuation properly. That's why I type the way I do in my tweets. I use a semicolon. Not many people do that. Getting a little bit close to 600 counters for Deoxys, so that's not too bad. But I gotta make sure that I actually do the settings before I grab the Charmander and save in front of it too. Okay, counter number 590. And walking back together a second counter with Charmander. Regular Deoxys, I think, yeah. Smash through these text boxes, and then, before we actually do the encounter, I'm kind of curious to see what our trainer card is. I know that's kind of usually the whole ritual when you start a new save file. I rushed this. I didn't even think about that. So, we're gonna try this. Smash through these last couple of text boxes as fast as we can. There we go. Another software set on the Deoxys. Save for 1. It's gonna feel so good to fix the text box speed with the options here. It's gonna feel so good. Okay. Really? Is that mid? Like a medium? It says mid there, but man, I can't believe how slow that was. Like, I do not believe that was medium for a second. Anything else that we should change here? Stereo, I guess, for sure. There's only 10 options. We'll go for the old ones. We gotta go for the old ones. That's the only good one there. And I think we need to save to be able to keep all of our options. Well, I don't know if that's like just tied to the cartridge or whatever. I have no idea how it really works. I'm pretty sure it's tied to the save file. But here we go. We're gonna get our next encounter on Charmander. Okay, that's another regular Deoxys. Whoops, I stopped the set on the wrong controller. Yeah, see, this is the thing that's going to be a little bit difficult for me. Oh, God. Having two controllers at the same time. Okay. Let's try this again. We're not going to count that next one for... That, like, next thing grab Charmander for the encounter, obviously, because we reset over that one. We didn't even get to see what it was. 52779 is our trainer ID, by the way, which is kind of cool. Another reset for Deoxys. And we can finally just smash through this. And we can finally, hopefully, get a little bit of a rhythm going on here. I do kind of need to save in front of the Charmander here. Let me fix that. Okay, there we go. So we can count up both of those at the same time, and we're gonna see what we can get here. Regular Deoxys, regular Charmander. Okay, I think we got the hang of this now. I think the Deoxys resets are definitely a little bit faster, obviously, because there's no text boxes or anything. It's just a little floating cutscene, but it's not really too bad. It's just a little bit tricky because I don't know the controls all that well with the Switch controller. Plus, I'm doing them both one-handed. Resets are fast, but already got another like extra little encounter on Deoxys over Charmander, so definitely see which one's faster. Another reset there. It is a little bit easier to be looking at like the screen here with the chat. Honestly, I feel like I might. I don't know. I'll probably just keep it like this. I don't want to maximize it, because I feel if I maximize it, then I'm going to miss something in the chat. Like YouTube's ad or TikTok's ad. I do not want to do that to you guys. Another couple of encounters here. 5 already for Charmander. A couple more chances to see if we get like any super insane luck here. Okay, another couple of encounters. Deoxys. I wish we could see if it was shiny in like the nickname screen. It was okay, make that a little bit faster. No, not shiny. Okay. Go, another couple of encounters. I think we're getting a little bit of a decent flow going there. Another reset on console or Game Boy, and reset there, and another encounter for Deoxys. Let's see how fast we can get through here before we can see the Deoxys. Okay, we can get to see the Charmander, but we still got the encounter there. Pretty sure that's our 8th Charmander, right? Okay, let's check here. Charmander. And honestly, this is really difficult maybe I'll switch to hands. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Because, I mean, I am kind of looking at them on, like, opposite sides. But then it's so hard for me to software set on the GameCube controller. Yeah, nah. I'm just gonna have to get used to this. 9 on Charmander. 603 Deoxys. I really feel like it's a little bit hard to think of things to talk about while I'm so locked in on this. But, yeah, it's just been a little while since I streamed, so I'm kind of just getting back into the whole routine of this again, you know? It's just been really, really crazy this last couple of weeks. And the last month, honestly, was a bit of a hard month anyways, as well, for other reasons, so I haven't had a break, man. There's been a little bit of a time that I had to get back into the streaming, but honestly, it was, well, a lot longer of a break than I had meant to take. I need some more water, though. This one's a little bit colder. Because even my voice, even my throat, it's not used to the whole talking here as much as it was. Just gotta B mash through the nickname thing. Regular Deoxys. This isn't camera 10, I believe, Charmander, right? Regular one. Honestly, if I miscount them, sue me. I'm not using anything to auto count right now when I probably should be. Wait. Can't I do that like really easily with this? I might feel stupid in a second on the game, not gonna lie. I might feel really stupid in a second. That's a regular Deoxys again. Pick that up. Behind. I need to add another projector, I think. You know what? Okay. Let me see. So do I actually need to have these out separately? Here, you know what? I'm gonna do a little ad break. I'm sorry. This is gonna take me a couple of minutes to figure out, and I'm gonna be a little bit too locked in to really be able to think of anything to say while I'm doing this. So we'll be back in like a minute and a half. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. I gotta remember how to do the projector thing. Okay, so I just gotta type that. Projector source. I don't know why that's not working. Hey, this is gonna take a little second. I'm gonna watch this for a second. A little tutorial. I just need to skip forward. Wait, shit, I literally skipped forward. Perfect. That. This thing just... Is my app just not working, dude? Bro. What? Okay, that wasn't even my fault that time. So I was at ad break with technical difficulties. Sorry, Omni Gang. Let me try this again. Because I know what to do, I remember now. But this is being nastily stubborn at the moment, and it does not want to work the way that I want it to. Multi-hunt. Yeah, no, it should be able to work here. Do I need to do this, maybe? Have it in full screen? No, of course not. Man, dude, I should have remembered to do this before. I really should have. Yeah, you know what? I think this might just not be working. As much as I would like it to be, it's not. It's just not working. Which is unfortunate. Because this app was working well fine before. Although the last time this thing was updated was like 4 years ago. But there would be like, I don't know, people complaining in the comment section of this thing. I'm just very curious as to why, like, it won't let me remove anything. Maybe I need to reinstall this. I guess that's probably what I'll end up having to do. Whatever. Alright. Let's just continue. I'll have to do it manually. Alright. There's another one for the Deoxys. Sorry for a little pause there, Omni Gang. Yeah, a little bit frustrating. I have technical difficulties there. Hey, Omni, congratulations on the win there with ZA Royale and getting some extra Master Balls there. Soft reset the Charmander, soft reset the Deoxys. I'm gonna get back into doing a bunch more of these encounters. And we're gonna go for this as long as like we can, pretty much. Got another encounter in there on this. While I do some things in the background here. Another Set. Charmander. Charmander. Deoxys. Why was that not working? That's weird. Another couple of encounters. Regular Deoxys. Charmander. Yeah, this is difficult. I swear, dude. Okay. Deoxys. Projector. Even a fresh install of this is not working, dude. Let me see. Put that in. Deoxys, grab a Charmander. Honestly, you know what? Gosh, give me this. I think I'm honestly just gonna end the live stream here. I'm having too many problems with this, dude. Like, I feel like now it is the point where I really need to get serious with live streaming again. But with shiny hunting being one of the things I don't want to get serious about, you know what? I need to have this properly set up before I do any of this stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna live stream here. I'll probably come back in a little bit. Well, I guess we should see if we got ourselves shiny Charmander on number 14. It'd be really stupid if I ended up and had the shiny. Oh, we realized after. No, we did not. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll probably be back in a bit on the game. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Sorry for being a little bit awkward and maybe having a bit too much social awkwardness tonight. I don't know why I'm like not as in the flow tonight as I usually am. I'm all frazzled, you know? I guess the stress from the last couple of days, so this last week especially, has not really been helping matters. Because I mean, I'll just go out and say it. My sister got into a car accident, and like, I could have fucking lost her. Pardon my French, but she could have died. It was a pretty serious one on the highway, and I mean, she's pregnant. I'm gonna be an uncle, and she got into a car accident on a highway. I think y'all can understand why I might be a little bit out of sorts today. I think that might be a little bit understandable. Wow, major Joy-Con drift. I need to get a pair of Joy-Cons, dude. But anyways, I'm just gonna put switch here onto sleep mode. I'll be back in a little bit, Omni Gang. Either tonight or tomorrow morning, because I have not been a night owl anymore. I think that might probably be part of the issue as well right now. And it's crazy because I actually had a nap for the first time in a while today. So I had a really bad migraine. Whether, now that it's turning into spring, that has been helping. But, yeah, I have not been able to really even stay awake past 10:30. And it's 10:13 right now. So, I mean, it would be a miracle if I'm awake past 11:30, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna do a little bit of technical testing here, I suppose. Maybe see if I can't make a miracle happen. Because this should be working. It really should be. There's no reason for it not to. But for whatever reason, I just not see why this isn't working. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Will this do it? Of course not. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more. I'm gonna give it one more try here. And if that does not work, yeah, this might almost be a lost cause. This guy, he's not really doing anything any different from what I'm doing, and really not. Maybe maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Really even giving me the exact right projector here. Let me just move to this scene and see if this might work. I don't know, man. What's I'm gonna end the live stream off here, Omni Gang. I'm trying to figure this out, but it quite literally just does not want to work for me. This thing's broken. So that sucks. I mean, doing it manually was a choice that I've been doing anyways, so probably wasn't necessary, but I felt like I had to anyways. And just remember that I had the auto shiny counting thing this whole time, just to find out in stream also that it doesn't even work right now. Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing. You gotta cut the camera. So, I'll be back whenever I get this all sorted out and I'm ready to do some actual shiny hunting here. Locking in, because if I don't have to, like, okay, have both my controllers here on my lap and reaching on over to the stream deck to manually press each and every encounter, yeah, I'll probably be able to get way more in done. But what is that so far? That was 14 for Charmander, which is the same as Jirachi, ironically, and 611 for Deoxys. I'm just going to put those down there. Yeah, that's exactly how many that I did for Jirachi, ironically. I could pick that up. All I have to do is just change the number there for or not even a number, just a sprite there. That's funny. But yeah, I think that's about it on the gang. I'll see y'all in a little bit or tomorrow. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. This is what happens when you have ADHD and you're trying to do like a bunch of things at once. All right. See y'all later.